got the really high-pitched horn over here that was just honking? Yeah, that one. Which one is that? Is that the balloon at the back, or is that? I love it. It's awesome. Hi, guys. Ooh. We're gonna give them a second to get settled. Did you guys get some pictures done? Nice. All right. We got one little game to play with them, and then we're going to jump into some other adventures. Oh, but are you guys going to want to... Yeah. Sure. Sure, that's fine. However you want to do it. This is your day, man. All right. This is the shoe game. For those of you that, I don't know, do you guys want mics? Do you want to hang on to those mics or no? I don't know if that's, oh dear, okay. All right, those of you out here, you're gonna play along. If you'll remember the blue and yellow plates, blue is for Brett, yellow is for Danielle, okay. So we're just gonna go through these, and you guys are just gonna, you're gonna view? No, you're gonna, you're taking your shoes off. Just tuck them under. Sure. Do you want them tucked?
What a guy.
Of all things, I need a photo of this.
Yeah. Jen taking Brett's shoes off.
Oh, man.
Now the other one's undone as well then. All right. You guys ready? Like, in theory, you guys should be back to back, but I'm not going to make you do that because just, like, close your eyes. Yeah, you use each other for
warmth. That far to go.
Those drinks are for you, too.
I don't have a brick.
Actually, I have
you did need both
now
shoes.
that I say that.
So switch one.
It's...
Very nice. All right, question number 1. It'll be interesting, this one. Who is most likely to be late? Audience, what do we think? Both of them. The Osmonds think you're both going to be late. Very nice. Over here? What do we have over here? Who's most likely to be late? They don't know. And you guys, go ahead. Oh, did you already? Yeah, you sticking with it. You want me to ask them, and then you're going to put your answer based on what you see? All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Who is most likely to make breakfast for the other?
Ooh.
3, 2, 1. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Does Brett know what breakfast is?
Brett said he's the hash brown guy. Eggs and hash brown. No bacon? Who's most likely to lose their car keys?
Oh. That's probably pretty easy.
There's a lot of yellow out there. And the real answer is, yeah, they were right. They know you. Who is most likely to sing in the shower?
Oh, that's Brett.
Sing.
A million
I said
times
sing,
that's
right?
Brett.
Is that what I said? Did I say sing? Okay. I see both. A lot of people have both. I would venture they both sing too. Who is the first to apologize? Split decision in the Sizzles
There's
vehicle.
far too much yellow out there.
And? Both of you.
The diplomatic
That's good.
Yeah.
Who smells better? Danielle's getting all the votes on that one. Why was so begrudging? Who has the most clothes? Who has the most clothes?
Are we talking like
Clothes, not shoes. Clothes.
Because Brett would definitely have more. Like,
Okay. That's true. Yeah.
You both have enough, the same clothes, Brett? Is that what you're saying?
Because He doesn't
It's
get
true.
rid of anything.
Here's the question you were wanting. Who has the most shoes?
Because it's not clothes that you wear. It's
Yeah.
just clothes.
It's true. Yeah.
Oh, shoes is Danielle, though.
Through the roof, yep. There's a lot of yellow out there.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. Who is most likely to fart in their sleep? I did not make this list, FYI. For the record. I said fart. Who is most likely to fart in their sleep? I mean, doesn't everybody fart in their sleep?
Brett.
Trent just said they'll know after tonight.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Who
you
will
guys
be the first
should
one to
know
fall
this
asleep
answer.
at night? 3, 2, 1.
When kids get married,
Brett.
like, look
Brett's
at
the first one to
those
fall asleep.
questions,
Wow.
Like,
I
so
wouldn't
many
put.
of them are like, you can't answer this.
Who's the pickier
Not
eater?
done any of this yet.
Pickier eater.
Super weird.
Definitely
3,
Brett.
2,
Yeah.
1. Wow, that's a solid blue coming from the zipper mobile over there. Yeah,
I didn't know Brett was
Yeah.
a butter noodle person.
you're right.
He's,
Who's gonna
He's
do the
so
laundry?
Oh, yeah?
oh yeah.
That's amazing.
When I hung out with him for the first time,
Yeah.
I went over to like
Lots
his
of
and his
yellow out there.
business, and
Is that because it's a
he was
woman's
like,
job,
"Do you like
guys?
cheesy noodles?"
I'm just asking.
Okay.
And they're the ones
so
answering. I was just
funny.
asking.
Adorable.
I think everybody should do their own laundry,
That's
honestly.
great.
Both. Lots of people with both. Oh, okay. See? I wasn't wrong. Who's gonna do the dishes?
The dishwasher.
Who's gonna do the dishes?
Real facts.
They have a dishwasher in their place.
Lots of split decisions out there.
Having a dish.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, the best. Oh,
All right, she does laundry, you do dishes. That
had
seems
so
like a
much
fair
more
trade.
time every single
Who's
day.
who's the bigger baby
We didn't have
when
a
they're
dishwasher in
sick?
our place.
This should be a no contest, guys.
And literally, like, we're still getting used to, like, oh, we can do stuff after dinner because we don't have to sit there and do dishes.
I think
for
that
2
was your
hours
parents
or-
giving all of the sass. Yeah. That was 100% Brett. Who takes longer to get ready?
Ooh.
Depends what you're doing.
I was gonna say,
Like-
might be Brett.
Some yellow. We got a solid Danielle car over here from the boys. Blues. Lots of. It's both. Oh, yeah. Brett takes longer to get ready.
Yeah, I would vote Brett.
Well, you won that one. Last one before we move into the next thing. Who is more likely to make you late?
That. Ooh.
Who's more likely
Make
to
you
make
late or
you
be
late?
Because be late is just
Being,
Danielle.
so make you late by being.
Lots of
So
blue,
Danielle.
some yellow. You're not supposed to discuss the answers.
Rose.
Oh dear. All right. Well done. Thank you for playing. You can go ahead and warm your feet with your shoes again. Thank you all for playing. That was fun. We're going to... Yes? Do you have a question?
No, we're cheering. Woo!
Woo! You're all winners in my books, just so you know. We're going to...
There's a microphone on stage.
Cool. We're going to jump into some speeches now.
Brilliant.
You all ready for speeches? Who wants to hear who's
Originally,
first?
I was talking to
Who would like to hear
and
from the
Al
Ziprick
mic was
parents?
supposed to be the one that
Zippy parents.
said, which is a different mic, but I am getting a signal from it.
You can just keep going while they're coming up. It's
just
kind of like applause.
Stage.
Jimmy, they're using those mics.
Yeah.
And just so you know, you're on deck, Giebelhaus parents. You're next.
We have, yeah.
One's recording on
Yeah.
screen.
There's no streaming.
There isn't a stream.
No.
No.
There's
It
no.
was originally going to be recorded, and then it was going to get taken to Olds and then streamed, but all of our streaming equipment went down.
It still went to Olds. It's still going to get uploaded.
Because it came from there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just
So
so
that
you
was
know,
fine. Yeah.
They're gonna need.
Hello, everyone.
They're gonna need.
I think we were talking to Danielle and asked how long we could have for speeches, and we were, vying for 20, 30 minutes. I think you ordered this cold weather just to keep them short.
Just so you know.
Okay. Do you want to take it now?
We want to just thank the Lord, first of all, for this day.
You wanna run it up.
As we,
So they're. It's.
if you begin praying for the mate for your child before they're even born, it's quite an exciting thing to actually meet and get to know that person and see God's fulfillment of that prayer. And so we just really praise the Lord for Brett in Danielle's life. And we look forward to getting to know you. And I was thinking about the two of you, thinking about how, Brett, I don't know you as well, but Danielle has always been one that has held things sort of close to her chest. She doesn't share things emotionally as easily. But Brett, it'll be an adventure, and it'll be a great thing when you start peeling those layers and getting to know the heart of Danielle. And I know that you've already been in the process of doing that. It's so worth it. And I know Danielle, it'll be the same with Brett. And it's just a beautiful gift that the Lord gives. And so we just are so thankful. And we can't wait to see what the adventure will hold. Our prayers will continue to be with you. We love you both. Brett, we just welcome you into the family. Thanks for loving the Lord with all your heart first. And I know that that will give a good foundation for your marriage. And thanks for coming from good stock. We've gotten to know your family, and wish we could be closer to really, I think we would be great friends. But we're on our way anyway. So we thank you for being the gentleman that Danielle needs, and for being her guy.
Yeah, on that note, there's another boy in the family, so I'm very happy. living with 5 women has been wonderful, but it's nice to have some testosterone as well. So welcome. Yeah, looking forward to getting to know you as well. As Karen said, we want to also thank all of you on behalf of the family that came here to this great spot, and God has helped us not have a foot of snow on the ground, so we're very thankful for that. And it's an adventure and very unique. So thank you so much for coming. As Karen also mentioned, it's been great getting to know the Giebel houses. Our ties kind of go back many years, and they've been renewed several generations. My parents and Brett's grandparents knew each other, and then of course the parents now, and 3rd generation. So it's almost as if this has been an arranged marriage, which I think God has done a great job arranging it. So we're very thankful and looking forward to seeing what's ahead in your lives. As I mentioned at our older daughter's wedding, I also want to leave a little challenge. Pastor Matt already talked about it earlier, but I want to leave a little challenge with those of us who are here. It says on that little verse card that what God has put together, let no man put asunder, and obviously we don't want to get in his way, but we want to do more than that. We want to encourage this couple, and I want to ask you as the father of the bride to be their accountability partners, if you will, to encourage them, to talk to them, to communicate, ask tough questions, whatever is needed. We know that marriage is God's idea, but we also know that it's an uphill battle from the enemy who wants to steal, kill, and destroy. So please do that. Brett, you've got a good one there. We have 4 favorite daughters. This is our 2nd favorite daughter. Danielle, the one and only. Not 2nd favorite daughter as in less than the 1st favorite daughter, just the favorite daughter that's second in age. So we are very grateful for your part in our life, Danielle, and look forward to the next chapter. And Brett, just watch the corners when she walks around corners. Anything that could be a tripping hazard, please try and proof the house. All right, thank you. That's it.
Awesome. And the Giebel House parents are making their way up, and Elia, you're after the Gieb parents, just so you are aware and can get ready.
So I'm assuming that you're honking at the fact that I forgot my socks today. All right, well, I'm going to start my speech much like Karen did. When we asked how long we had to give speeches, I know that I'm somewhat long-winded sometimes, and so when I asked for the time allowance, Danielle said approximately 5 minutes. The unfortunate part was I had about 45 minutes worth of... And then as we're driving up here, Colleen says to me, so, you know, you're often long-winded at these things. You're not really going to talk that long, are you? And I said, well, I put together a bit of a script that I'm going to read. And she goes, well, the hockey game starts at 3 o'clock, so we got to get back home. Oh, it's 5 o'clock apparently, so we got some time. So I'm somewhere between 45 minutes and 30 minutes. Ish. So there's a number of folks that I met as you drove in. I wasn't planning on being the check-in guy. I tried to charge a cover charge, but nobody took that bait. But for those of you that we haven't met, it's my wife Colleen, who's still rolling up my script. Myself, Bob, we're Brett's parents, as you've already heard. We'd really like to thank you for making the trip out. This is obviously one of those historic moments, quite honestly, that no one ever would have expected that we would have been here driving out to do something like this. So on behalf of our family, we're certainly glad that you're here. We really want to recognize the fact that the Zipricks made it all the way from the States. That's these days, it's certainly not an easy trip to make. The only disappointment that I have in the fact that you showed up without any additional vaccine. Our government isn't doing as good a job as yours is, so maybe next visit you can bring some along.
That's great.
Wedding is a great day for many reasons. It's a party, it's a celebration, and in these days it's a drive-in. More importantly, it's an opportunity to say some things that we don't often take the time to say every day. So I'd like to take a few minutes and say them today. Firstly, about the life we've had with Brett, and then secondly, about the life he and Danielle have ahead of them. Brett, we're very proud of you and the man that you've become. And we couldn't be happier to see you together with Danielle today. I have to say, as I get older, And I come to this day when your youngest child is getting married, that it seems like it has come around far sooner than I ever expected. I realize that this will resonate with a few of you, although I saw most of you coming in, and you'll get there one day. You're not quite there yet. But it does seem that long ago when Brett, you were just this small, quiet, and cooperative child, and then suddenly you've become this towering, outspoken, and often loud, independent young man embarking on a new chapter in your life. As parents of two beautiful girls, before having our third child, my hope was always that we would have a boy to carry on the family name. So as they say, the third time was a charm, and the Lord blessed our family with a son. You were always a very quiet child as an infant, which certainly is a significant contrast to who you are now. We were always content to just sit and play without making much fuss as a toddler. Then as you got into your preschool years, you played nice with the other kids, still quiet and respectful of your playmates, sharing toys, a very calm demeanor. Then we started to see you coming out of your shell. As you entered into junior high and your high school years, like most parents, we enrolled you into sports, t-ball at first, then graduated into slow pitch, which was a very short-lived career after you took a ball to the mouth and refused to go up to bat again. Not sure if your dreams of playing in the big league were crushed that day, but I know mine were, as I had always hoped of retiring early, living off the spoils of a young 20-year-old superstar pitcher in the major leagues. Thank you. So we decided to take a different approach, and we sent you for piano lessons. Well, that didn't seem to stick either. There again, it was one of those moments as a parent where you start to question, what is it that's going to resonate with this child? Then as you started into junior high and high school, you started to find your interest that stuck. You came home one day and said, Dad, join the drama team. I was rather confused by this choice that you'd made, although the years went on and you developed into quite a character. And to this day, I can see how that certainly was a big part of what shaped you into the person you are now. You always seem to come up with different voices or comical persona that shows up at all different times. You finally just started to find your stride when you were taking up guitar and showing interest where your given talents truly lie. Like most teenagers, you had your moments of figuring out who you were and who you wanted to become. I still vividly recall one day when you came downstairs with your guitar in hand and said, "Hey Dad, listen to this." You launched into a song which sounded great. When I asked what that song was, you told me that you had just wrote the music and the lyrics yourself. I was truly blown away because I really didn't know that you had that level of ability. And that was the beginning of where you are going in your life today. You have accomplished so much in your life to this point already and will continue to do so much as you become a husband, a father, and a friend to not only your wife, but to the many people that you reach out to within your network. I know this because you have so many of the same qualities as Opa and Grandpa did, in their ability to connect with people through conversation, their musical abilities, and their desire to love on people regardless of who they are. Mom and I are so proud of you. We love you more than words can express. I know Oma and Opa and Grandma and Grandpa would be extremely proud of you, as well as I know they're looking down on you right now and seeing you with great joy in the man that you've become. Now, a little bit more lighthearted. Danielle, on behalf of Colleen and myself, we'd love to welcome you to our family. We would also like to congratulate you on our son's choice of choosing such a wonderful person to become his wife today. And we, as your parents-in-law, congratulate you on your choice of husband. If I may start by giving you a few words of advice, specifically as it relates to Brett. Don't ever judge the choices that Brett makes, because you are one of them. Set the ground rules immediately, and then once you've set them, make sure that Brett follows them. 2 secrets of a long-lasting and happy marriage are a good sense of humor and being able to forgive and have a short memory. A few things I wanted to highlight in those early days as we were getting to know you. I was working in the yard one day when you came over to the house with Brett, one of the first times, and I recall having a conversation about how you enjoyed working in the yard, to which you mentioned how you would enjoy
how you enjoyed it as well, since you have a small garden in your yard. I quickly offered you some gloves to help pull weeds. However, you respectfully declined due to a scheduling conflict, but that you would be more than happy to come over another time and help. Well, I haven't forgotten that offer, and since springtime is a very busy time for your yard, I could use some help to rake the lawn next week. Then there was a time you came over for dinner. As this is usually the opportunity for us to find out more about a person, I asked numerous questions about yourself and your family, only to quickly realize that our worlds overlapped in quite a significant way. Your dad and I went to the same high school. He and I participated in a number of church activities, including playing in the band at different events. Your Oma and Opa knew my parents as well, and we quickly realized how much smaller the world became. I also recall a moment when we were all together for family dinner, and I was in the other room with Megan, and I whispered to her that I was pretty sure you were going to be my future daughter-in-law. It was very evident that you were the right girl for our boy, or at least we sure hoped that that was going to be the case. So in saying all of that, even though we have felt that you have been part of our family already for quite some time, we couldn't be more excited to officially welcome you into our family today. For the two of you together, having watched the two of you together, there are so many emotions that we felt. One was relief that Brett found the right woman. There was no question in our minds that shortly after we got to know you, that God absolutely knew what he was doing in bringing you into Brett's life, and you are exactly what he needs. Brett, we have seen an amazing transformation in your life as you have matured, although you still have your moments to relapse. When you launch into some of those many different voices and characters, you have become so much more disciplined and have become a competent leader, and most importantly, become stronger in your faith. I truly believe not only was this something you've been able to accomplish on your own, but Danielle has been there to encourage you to become that person. The two of you together have such a passion for people as well as different ministries. Watching you reach out to those in need, building relationships with those that are hurting, establish adult Bible studies, and tirelessly contributing to leading worship on a number of different levels. Brett and I have always been so proud of you when I see you lead worship on a Sunday morning or participate at Center Street Church on the big stage for some of those services. But just when I didn't think I could feel any more emotion around those moments, I now see the two of you together leading worship in such a meaningful and passionate way that sometimes I can't even sing, but rather I just enjoy listening to the music. And I thank God for the gifts that he's blessed both of you with and how he has brought the two of you together to be an even greater blessing to those around you. So lastly, just some advice for a successful marriage. Colleen and I have been married for coming up to 35 years this summer. In this day and age, people are often impressed when you tell them 35 years because it unfortunately isn't that common anymore. So when people ask me if there's one thing that I attribute to the success of our marriage, I tell them that I think it's about keeping things fresh. So one of those things we do is we go out for dinner every week. Colleen goes on Mondays and I go on Thursdays.
That's great.
Sorry, I thought I lost you guys. You were pretty quiet. Be patient with each other. Even when one of you does something that irritates you, pause for a moment before you say anything. When you interrupt the other person while they're in the middle of a sentence, pause and be patient to wait for the response. Pay attention to the little things. Notice when something is off. Pay attention when she asks you for your opinion and respond honestly. Buy her flowers just because. Marriage is not to be taken lightly, as we often see that attitude and opinion within our society every day. Marriage is hard. It will be difficult and challenging along the way, but you must work for something that is worth holding on to. A marriage is built on a strong foundation, which includes God being in the center of your relationship. The two of you are fortunate to have been brought up in a Christian environment with Christian family, friends, and acquaintances. However, don't take that for granted. It still takes hard work. Just in a couple of last closing words, and I promise I'm closing off. Today may not look exactly what you thought your wedding day would look like or what it would always be. But God knew what it would look like, and it was good. I'm sure you could never have imagined the limitations that were imposed upon you during these crazy times in trying to plan and replan and then adapt to every changing target. But God knew how it was going to work out. I'm sure in your wildest dreams you never would have imagined a drive-in wedding. But one thing is certain, you'll look back fondly on this day and you'll be able to tell your kids and your grandkids how awesome and how original was your wedding day. It is a major step in your life to enter into marriage, not only for the bride and groom, but also for their parents. The promises you have given to each other today on mutual support and loyalty ties the two of you further together. It is, however, an unavoidable consequence of your decision that the ties to your parents will also be changed. From now on, your first loyalty will be to one another. We as parents take joy in the affection of which you look at each other, but as so many parents before us have experienced, the joy of seeing one's child standing on their own to build their families also comes with a touch of sadness. I wish that you also one day will be able to experience such happiness that we feel today. Brett, you should know more than anything else that our wish has always been and is to see you happy. It has therefore always been evident to your mother and myself that you, as any person, should have the freedom to choose your life's companion as your heart desires. We have always hoped and prayed that one day you would find someone that would make you happy and give you all the joys you seek in a relationship. And you have absolutely found that person in Danielle. Danielle, it's a pleasure to welcome you into our family. As much as you try not to interfere in their lives, you always hope, once your children are grown, that they'll make the right choices and that things will go well for them. So we're delighted that Brett chose someone we love so much to be his partner for life. Colleen and I would like to congratulate you and wish you all the best in your walk through life together. You can always count on our support and affection, and we pray that God always will be merciful to you. A wedding is not only about love for each other, but the love you share with all the people in your life. You are among friends and family who wish all the happiness and love in the world. May your love be modern enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever. May God bless both of you.
Oh, there we go. I thought you guys had fallen asleep. After they're done, typically we honk like we would honk. Okay. Oh wow, selfie with everybody. That was aggressive. Nice. Thank you, Evil House parents. Yep, you guys can honk for Leah if you want. You don't have to. Johnny, you're next. Be prepared. All right, well that is a tough act to follow, but I will do my best. So thank you, all of you, for being here today to celebrate Brett and Danielle. And we're just so thankful to Camp Harmattan for letting us be together in such a creative way. So my name is Elia. I am Danielle's oldest sister, and it's my absolute privilege to be able to share for a few minutes about the beautiful bride. Having sisters has been one of the biggest blessings in my life, but God especially knew what he was doing when he put Danielle closest in age to me. I don't ever remember a moment growing up that didn't have Danielle in it, so she quickly became my best bud, for better or worse. When we were little, I was quick to remind Danielle that I was older than her, and that being the oldest came with perks, like later bedtimes, new clothes, and bigger allowances.
I would tell her that she was the little sister and she had to wait her turn. However, Danielle never cooperated with the way that I thought things should be. She grew taller than me, I think just out of spite, and never liked the same clothes that I did. She's always been unique in the ways that she did things, a fact I've learned to love and appreciate over the years. That didn't stop her from joining me in many different escapades, though. Some were proud moments, like the time we stood in our closet practicing a song to sing for my dad who was having a hard time at work, or the countless times we played in the field across from our house, collecting all sorts of trash people had left behind and oohing and awing over the treasures. We spent lots of time together using our vivid imaginations to create plays with dress-up clothes or adventures with our Barbies, Ariel and Vanessa. There were also some not-so-fine moments, like the time we decided to take a shortcut during a walk at Camp Caroline and slid down a steep embankment where my family found us minutes later, clinging to some roots and trying to figure out how to get out of the mess. Or the time my mom purchased candied ginger to help with Danielle's upset stomach, and Danielle and I heard the word candy and stuffed our mouths completely full of ginger while my mom's back was turned. It took a couple of seconds for us to realize that it was not, in fact, candy in our mouths. I can't stand ginger to this day. All right. As we continued to mature, my relationship with Danielle changed too. Pretty soon we were having regular heart-to-heart talks, processing our family's cross-country moves, talking about school difficulties, and challenging each other in matters of the heart. Danielle's never been afraid to talk deeply, to cry with you when you hurt, and to tell you what you need to hear in the moment. When Danielle left to go to college in Canada, it was one of the hardest goodbyes in my life because I knew that it meant the end of something that I truly treasured. But it was just the beginning of a new, exciting season of life for Danielle. I watched her become truly passionate about justice and standing for the oppressed, specifically in the area of human trafficking. I listened as she told me story after story of the community of people she had found here and how they'd become like family. I listened as she told me excitedly about her opportunities to sing and lead worship and be mentored in a gifting she had been longing to share. I watched her lead ministries, pray over the hurting and broken, and inspire others to follow Jesus with unwavering passion. Stay tuned. Danielle truly came alive in this city, and as her sister, getting the chance to watch her flourish and grow brought me so much joy. And I knew she was meant to be here in Calgary, that God had called her to this special city for this very time, and that she had truly found a new home. I'll never forget the first time Danielle told me about Brett. I had just given birth to my son, and after admiring him from all angles over FaceTime, I finally had the chance to ask Danielle how she was doing. She got a funny look on her face and then smiled really big as she said, "So there's a boy." I knew that whoever it was that had gotten her attention had to be special. So I listened as she told me all the sweet ways that Brett had shown his interest in her and made up excuses to be around her. It sealed the deal for me when she told me he worked at FedEx. As that's been the company my dad's worked for a very long time. As Brett and Danielle's relationship grew and they navigated their way through some difficult moments, it was evident that their foundation was built on Christ, that they desired only His glory, and that they were instrumental in pointing each other back to Him. There's so much more I could say, but Brett and Danielle, I'm so glad you two found each other, to laugh with, be silly with, and to celebrate all the moments that God has in store for you in the coming years. Brett, treasure Danielle. Encourage her to lead in her passions, create time to spend in God's Word together, and feed her lots of pickles. And Danielle, I'm so thankful that you have found the one that your soul truly loves. Cherish Brett. Challenge him boldly to walk in the calling that he has on his life, and encourage him to lead well wherever God takes you both. I'm so proud to call you my sister, and more importantly, my best friend. I love you, Samwise. Congratulations, you two.
Jonathan Lagore, everybody.
I told him he wasn't allowed to make any spontaneous noises during the wedding.
You know he's going to. Alright, what mic is he going to use?
Brett's a little taller than me. So is Danielle. Thanks.
It's so there.
Awesome. Well, first I just want to say thank you all for being here. It is an incredibly special day for these two. It has been months of uncertainty and wondering what this day was actually going to look like. And it has turned out amazing. You guys got married, and that was the goal. So thanks again for all of you for joining us. For those that are going to be watching on the live stream later on, the postmarked stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks to Camp Harmattan for hosting the event. And thank you so much to both of your parents for raising such incredible people. This day has been such an honor to watch you two incredible human beings come together and just be surrounded by people that love you. For those of you that don't know me, my name is John, and I've been fortunate to call both Brett and Danielle my friends for a while now. I've actually known Danielle a little bit longer than I've known Brett, ever since I moved back to Calgary and started attending at Center Street Church. Danielle, you were actually one of the first people I ever met when I moved back. It was actually through that community that I also met Brett. A few of us, prior to Brett joining the group, had started a Bible study. And we were meeting occasionally on a weekly basis. And I had disappeared for a few weeks to travel. And I came back, and I always knew that group. There was something really special on it. And it was really cool when I came back to see that Christ really was with us. He was just a lot taller and shaggier looking than I had expected. That's right, do that. It'll help me out. In all reality, though, I actually had no idea who this guy who had shown up was. I'd been gone for a few weeks, and there was a new guy there. And as a testament to Brett's personality, everyone else in the group actually didn't seem to notice you. I was looking around wondering who you were, and everyone else just felt comfortable with you. So as a testament to who you are as a man and how quickly you connect with people, I look back and I remember how cool it was to see how everyone in that group had just assimilated you as part of our friend group immediately. It took you like twice hanging out with us before you were just an irreplaceable part of that community. So that was very cool to see. Eventually, following that, I did ask who you are. And it was an awkward conversation halfway through Bible study after we'd been praying together. But we met, and it was within weeks, we were actually talking about moving in together. Sorry, Danielle, I actually beat you to it. I'll hold you that one over you forever. It was through that short period that Brett and I were roommates, I only continued to develop an admiration for who you were as a person. Those occasions where I would be getting ready for bed, and you would be waking up crazy early to do your devos, those were some weird mornings. There's a few of those. Or the mornings I would get up and I would make my waffles and I would put chicken on them. And as Brett just reacted now, I have never seen a man more repulsed by two perfectly mundane foods you would eat on a normal basis. To this day, he still can't get over that. Time and time again, I also got to see your heart for bringing people together in community, for fostering times of honest, real, vulnerable friendship. The times that you would bring people over and introduce them, it didn't matter where they came from or who they were. The times you would invite your FedEx friends, your peers to come over for board games. The time you would host a sobriety party. The time that you just brought people together and you hosted such incredible times of allowing us to all connect and get to know each other. It showed me who you are and how much you care about those around you. It was always amazing to see. And I will cherish those times we spent as roommates for the rest of my life. Those are some amazing times. Danielle, I've always known you to be one of the most kind, patient, and seeing it from every perspective kind of people I've ever known. Your desire to really know people, understand what they're experiencing, and walk with them through that has been such a breath of fresh air in a world that chooses to take itself first. Your pure joy, the challenging and hope-filled conversations, and the relaxed nature of who you are is absolutely a blessing to everyone who knows you. I always knew you would end up with a man who modeled Christ so well. I just didn't expect him to look like a Renaissance painting of him, too. I used the same joke twice. Did you catch that? Good. The way you complement each other is incredible, and I can't imagine a more perfect match for either of you. Your marriage will unquestionably be an inspiration to all those who get to witness it. I am so proud to call you both friends. And I have no doubt I speak for everyone here when I say we wish you all the joy and happiness, and we watch with enthusiasm at what you will do with your lives and your ministry together. So, with everyone here, would you join me? Those of us online, those of us here, take this moment and just cheer, honk your horns in honor of these newlyweds. Would their marriage be blessed and be a blessing to all those they encounter? Go for it. Don't talk over you. Would their adoration of each other only grow stronger? And would their lives together be filled with the joy only the Lord can bring? And may they continue to reach for new heights. That may be a tall order, but I'm sure you got a head start on it. Happy wedding, friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Jonathan Lagar with all Lagar. You're welcome. With all of the puns. I don't know how many puns were in there, but that is his specialty. And now we get to hear from the bride and groom, and they're just gonna sit because it's cozy. So here we go. Thank you.
Wow, thank you all so very, very much for being here. What a weird day, but really fun. We're having fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. Oh, yay. I'm gonna start. We're just so thankful for each of you, but also very, very thankful for, I just wanted to thank my parents directly. Very, very thankful that they are here. Thank you both for praying for Brett since I was born. Thank you for raising me up to love Jesus, and for just continuing to be people I admire and can follow in the footsteps of, and who love me. I feel very, very loved by you, and I love you both very much too. We both do. So thank you for being here. Thank you for braving the border. That was scary. To come here, we feel very loved that you're here.
And for my parents as well, I've shared with you guys a little bit of my thankfulness for you and all that you have done for me in my life, in bringing me to this place, and for supporting me nonstop in it. And one of the biggest joys that I've had in the last 2 years is how much you've embraced Danielle and have loved her. And that's given me a lot of joy and excitement for the future, because we get to spend our lives together and come over for family dinners and spend time with you. So we're very thankful to have that with you, and thankful for you guys. While I'm on here, I'll also thank my guys. Have John, who you just heard from, Jason and Aaron and Colton and Trent. You guys are all really great and really special to me, and I wish we could have had you guys all out here for everyone to see in your turtlenecks looking so fly. But check out the wedding website and you can see photos there. But I'm just thankful for all you guys and your support and in praying for me regularly, and just being a part of my life. It's meant so much to me, and I look forward to continuing to do life with you guys. So thank you.
Thank you also to the girls. Thank you for Kayla and Megan. Thank you for being here, and for Anna and Bethany and Elia as well. Thank you for just coming around me and praying with me and putting so much work into all of those wonderful packages that you got. My family spent their quarantine time making those for you. So thank you guys for that. And, thank you for that. And thank you, Elia and John, for braving the cold out here with us. It was a little less miserable knowing that you were right here with us. So we love you guys for sure.
And Matt, I'm not sure where you are in all these vehicles, but wherever you are, we are very thankful for you in what you have done to help make this wedding still possible. From what was just dreams to new dreams, you helped us create that and turn it into a possible thing. So we're so thankful to you for that. And to Camp Harmattan as a whole, we're so thankful for being able to have the space to do that. For a field of cars to kind of take over is amazing. And James Kirby as well, as he has done a lot of work to help prepare and get the stage going, all the sound stuff and all the rest, so that it could work. We're just so thankful for you all and the Wilkes family as a whole, who have come to do their parts in welcoming you at the top of the hill and just helping in so many different ways. So we appreciate you all and your support.
And thank you, Jen. Can we please thank Jen? She is like the glue of this wedding. She is making this work so well, and we are very, 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 very thankful for your willingness to use your gifts in a way that blesses us so much. Becky as well, thank you for everything. Where? Hi! Woo! Good applause, everyone. I feel like that's really, really good. For also using your gifts and talents to make the space look really pretty and just run around and connect everything and make sure everyone's okay. It's just you guys are both very, very special to us. So thank you.
And I'd also like to thank my cousin Spencer. He's done amazing work with the photography today. We haven't even seen any of it, but he has made this journey so lighthearted. There hasn't been a moment where I felt stressed of are we getting what we need or anything, but phone calls leading up to this, being so supportive, praying for us in those calls, and just making sure that we are getting everything that we need from him. So if you guys know anybody getting married, we know a great photographer. Check out his stuff when he posts it. Thanks so much. We'll continue that as well for the whole the Falk family. For Darren for figuring out our live stream and working with all of the changes with it not being a live stream anymore, but posting video, and just doing so much there. So helpful and so kind. And Jamie to help out with that as well, and flowers, and Mel doing flowers. You guys as a family helped us out so much and have taken a lot of weight off our shoulders, so thank you. You guys can beauty. Also, our sound tech for the day Jimmy, thank you so much for being willing. Like, we kind of literally this week called you and said, hey, dude, would you be down to, like, brave the cold and stand out and run our sound for us? And he was so easygoing. He's like, yeah, man, whatever you need. You need me 2 hours earlier? Done. And he came and he got it done, and we're so thankful for that. So thank you for doing that.
And then thank you also to Danae and Ashley for making us look so nice, making the hair look so nice in my face. I don't know how to do makeup, so they are the reason that I look the way that I do, and we have all such nice hair.
She always looks this good.
Oh, thank you, Brett. And then also those good cupcakes were also from Brett's cousin Steph, and they are delicious, and she's a wonderful baker. And so we're very thankful, just surrounded by this community. Everyone just like, what a community. So good.
And we also, you haven't seen this part yet. This is what's coming after this. But we're going to do a first dance, and we're originally going to have our friends play, and they were going to do the worship for us. And then with numbers, we weren't able to do that. And so we had to reduce. So we did worship, but to keep it really special for our first dance, my best man John, he recorded a song for us, and so we just wanted to thank John for recording, for Stacy, Sam, and Mitch for all recording on it and helping us out. We are so thankful for that. So all of you guys, when you hear this song, you're just gonna melt. It's beautiful. Yeah. So thank you so much for that. And we'll just close off before we do that. You'll notice in your bags a card with a simple Bible verse on it. Mark 10:9, and Matt already spoke about this a little bit already. We invite you guys to place it somewhere in your house where you'll see it, and when you see it, we ask that you would remember us and pray for us as we enter into marriage together. Thank you for being flexible and willing to participate in our wedding day in such a unique, unusual way, but it has made this day so special for us. And thank you to everyone who's joining us online, watching a little bit later. We're so thankful that you are taking the time to tune in. Above all, we are so thankful to our Lord for his peace and his guidance in these unprecedented times. All praise and honor and glory goes to him. Thank you all so much. We love you all so dearly.
Wow, that was awesome. Yeah, as Danielle and Brett mentioned, they're going to do a first dance, and then that will formally, or that'll be the close of this section, and then just a couple of instructions I'm going to say now and then repeat. Afterwards, you guys are all going to have an opportunity to have just a quick photo op just down over yonder. There's an arbor there with Danielle and Brett. And that'll be just a quick photo op, and then Becky will be over by the building over here. We're gonna get you to turn around over there. She's just gonna record just a quick, like 15-second video. Congratulations, and that's gonna actually act as Danielle and Brett's guest book. So be sure to do that. But before that, and again as the last thing in our formal program, we're just gonna let Danielle and Brett have a moment and enjoy the song and the dance, and then I'll come back and I will be dismissing you guys by car, so don't just all drive off, okay? Okay, here we go.
Sometimes you picture me walking you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. After my picture fades, darkness has turned to gray. Watching through windows, wondering if I'm okay. Secret stolen from deep inside. The drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. You say go slow, I fall behind. Seconds in the wild. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time.
Thank you everybody for coming. That was a fun day, hey? And Danielle was just saying that was a beautiful song. So again, Mitch, Sam, Stacy, y'all are amazing and John for recording. Okay, so what we're gonna do